evening. Welcome back to the Man United agenda. I'm joined with the two faithfuls, the two wonderful gents that we joined with on the after game show on Saturday, which was a wonderful situation for Manchester United getting the win against Brighton. Mr. B, how are we feeling? Have we come down from that
Nope,
high?
nope. I'm still not down. 3-2 maybe I would have been, but 4-2. No, I can't remember the last time we scored four goals in a game. I can't remember the last time I watched Match of the Day with such a joy and relish. I can't believe they left us till last. I get it, but yeah, it's been a nice weekend as a United. The fact that everybody else but Arsenal lost. I say everybody else, but what I classify as the rivals lost. It's really put us in a nice position. So yeah, I'm buzzing. I'm really happy. I just wanted us to win. I didn't care how we won. I'm not care about this long ball football that people seem to be preaching that we're playing, or direct football. I don't give a shit. I was sick and tired of Rio. You see, sick and tired of coming on here and just it's the same thing. The system doesn't work. Amarin's got to go. Now we're talking about who's going to start the next game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and to be fair, we kind of know. We kind of be able to pick our. That's what I want. I want to be able to pick our first team, so that when the big games comes around, we know. Okay, then he's playing. Yeah, Rio and our team prediction may well be slightly boring, but I would rather have it where I know exactly what the team is. So yeah, I'm still buzzing. Yeah, but I know you haven't come down yet. Don't tell me you've leveled out.
How's the neck having to look down at the Scousers below us?
Yeah, you know what? Overall, like really, what Mr. B was saying, so true. We are we've been begging to get 2 wins in a row. We go and beat Liverpool. Now we go and beat a bogey team, Brighton, to make it 3 wins in a row now, isn't it? So it's really for us. People say, well, 3 wins in a row, standard. But it's for us, it's a big deal because of what we're coming from. We've been at the lowest of the low, and now we're looking into this season, and people are starting to go, And this is the thing. This is why I say when you support a football club, you support a club for life. We're not fair weather fans, are we? We support our club from the day we watch Man United and just made that decision. That's our club. You don't change. So through stormy weathers, I just want to say pray to everyone in Jamaica right now going through some stormy weather themselves. Hope everyone is safe and well. But going through stormy weathers like that, hurricanes, all kind of thing. That's when I always say the story from the Bible about building your house on sand and building your house on rock. And if you're a true fan, you build your stability. You're rooted as a Man United fan. You built your house on stone and rock. So when the storm comes, you stand there, weather that storm, even though blowing you everything. You're not turning your head. You're not like up yours to the manager and saying, get him out and all this kind of thing. You're not disrespecting the players. You stand firm and say, no, we're going to ride this out. And so we will enjoy the good times even more so. And that's what we're doing right now. We're enjoying the good times. Because when I look upon this league, Mr. B, when I look on this league there, Rio, let's be honest. There's no one outstanding. Man City have been out the top team for years. They're not there yet. We got Liverpool, one minute wonder, They come and then they're done, That's how they stay. They're not going to survive. You need to be maintained when you're on top. Arsenal, Tony Lee in the chat, but I'm telling you now, your second place team, you ain't clutch. Every time you choke. Early season wonders, you start choking. So when people say, we're so far off, we're like 4 or 5 years off, don't watch that. We're not that far off. All it needs is tweak a little thing here and there, get a few random results, and our confidence changes. So I'm happy with the way we're performing right now, because you've got teams like Sunderland and Bournemouth right there sitting at the top of the table. It just shows this league is tough, but it's leveling out. You know, like in Formula One, they've leveled it out where most teams are close together now. There's not much between them, so we can close that gap and we can perform better. And we are delighted right now to have 3 in a row, and we're looking forward to the game. You know, when's our next game? Who's next? Like Goldberg, who's next?
Who's next?
So,
yeah, you're next.
Yeah, exactly. So feeling really good right now, and I just hope this continues, and I can see it continuing. There's nothing wrong. I'm really enjoying being a Man United fan right now. Good times ahead.
Perfect.
How do you feel, Rio? You asked us the question. Have you come down yet?
I'm to be honest, exactly what you just said. To be honest, it's kind of who's next, and obviously we've got a whole week ahead of us, and Nottingham Forest is next. So I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing. And again, you know me, I've backed Ruben Amorim from day dot. And you know, it's funny that you mentioned storms because he said a storm is coming. You know, he said that, and you know, this is now hopefully we've gone past that. I don't think we've fully gone past that storm yet. I don't want to say that, but I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I can see what the vision is. So yeah, overall, I'm absolutely buzzing. I can't lie. I cannot lie. Mr. B, you muted, my friend.
Sorry. Let me see if anybody else is buzzing in the chat. We're bigging up Solo. How you doing, boss man? I hope you're doing well. Shah, I hope you're doing well, man. Shah saying, lovely looking down on the Scouts this week. Khan, still not singing the Amrin song yet. Yes, I know you're going to be back, Steph. I hope you're doing well. Patrick, evening chat and panel. Let's keep it going. Top performance Saturday. Matty, we're getting a big up from. I hope you're doing well, man. Yes, Tony. I'll see you on Friday. I hope you're doing well, man. I hope you're doing well. Yes, top of the league. Set piece, ole. Yeah, as long as you understand, it saves us doing it. You know what I mean?
We spoke about that on Friday with Tony, and I can't really. They did it again.
Look, they do what they do. You know what? It's part of football.
It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. That's all I will say on that.
Yeah, well, look, it's if you score the first one in a free kick, it just gets in the opposition's head. You know what I mean? Every free kick that comes in now, everybody's quaking their boots when Arsenal's are stepping up. But look, that's what they practice. Obviously, they don't practice free flowing football. They're not interested in Gyökeres scoring because he's not scoring from the set pieces. But look, as long as they win, they've got money to blow, so it's all right. Wise United fan, good evening, the three wise men. Why, thank you very much. Big G, we see you, man. We see you in the house. I hope you're doing well. Stephanie is back. United for the title. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. I've never. Please, you know what? I'm gonna have to go and cuss off this fucking delivery driver. I'm gonna be back in a minute.
Okay, no worries. Okay. Bart as well. Bart in with a good evening. I like Sao Paulo more. And Tony jumps back in. Of course, you don't watch Fridays. I take it. We spoke about it on Friday, Tony. So we'll have to address this set piece issue on the Friday mix zone. Of course. Okay. Wow, Mr. B's sorting out a delivery driver. So hopefully, the delivery driver will be delivering us 3 points this weekend. That's all I have to say about that. But so the talk has pretty much been, and it wouldn't be a Manchester United week if we didn't have any transfer talk. You know, it's not even November yet, and the transfer talks just won't stop. They won't end, and that's because we're massive. We are Manchester United, so we're going to be the talk of the town. Talking about recency, and obviously I don't want to spend too much time on it because Brighton are in the past, but Belaba, Yaba, it was Britain's Got Talent, X Factor for Belaba at Old Trafford on the weekend. He was auditioning. In terms of if you put your Simon Cowell hat on, many surgeries, everything like that, and you've become Simon Cowell right now. Verdict, Belaba, what are your thoughts? Did he pass the audition?
Really good. I like the way you put that, you know, because, yeah, we did build it up. He's been on our radar for a long time. he's the young starlet, and everywhere on FIFA, on Championship Manager, and in real life, he's highly rated. You know, he's a guy to get if you want to sort of have a solid midfielder for the next 10 years. And we had a close look at him firsthand on Saturday, and I must admit, he didn't really impress me. Didn't stand out. But I've seen enough from other games in the Premiership.
Yeah,
that's how he built his reputation. But yeah, clearly he didn't stand up, and it's about what you do on the day. Rehearsals, you know, that's great, but when you stand up and you have to really perform, that's what it's all about. So me being Sir Simon Cowell, I would say, sorry, son, come back next year. You know, something like that. So he wasn't standing up, but then you need the team to be performing and to get the best out of him. And once again, he got booked. Once again, they subbed him, which they've been doing, becoming a regular thing for them, to sub him off and bring on other players. And you know, to be honest, I'm not familiar with a lot of their team, but I'm really impressed by the way they maintain and they sustain themselves in the league with players that I'm not used to, but somehow they have a system to get the best out of them and make them play. And sometimes players shine, don't they? Look at Welbeck, for example. Players shine for them. Matoma, when he plays, you know, and all these players, they really stand out. And it's hard to gauge, would they do the same if they made a move to the big club? You know, it's kind of hard to gauge. So Belaba, the question marks for me is still out. Yeah. I think they should be patient. When every kind of big money signing, especially when they're not proven, just be patient and just gauge them by how they perform in big games. Are they consistent? You know, with their form. Have they got room for growth? You know, and these are the things I want to see from Belaba before. I'm not a scout or anything, not qualified scout, but these are things I want to see from Belaba before I think even consider Man United spending that sort of money on someone like that. That's just my opinion. What do you think of his performance?
It was a weird one. Again, for me, and I've watched a lot at Brighton this season. That's been him all season. To be fair with you, like he's not been very good. I know you mentioned about scapegoating and the manager doing it, but performances like that kept on happening, and it has been a common theme. There have been a lot of talk. There's been a lot of talk in terms of, okay, he was playing at Old Trafford, and it was a mentality issue. It came across almost like he didn't know what to do in terms of play his heart out and impress us, or play too good and sabotage us. And I don't know if he had that on the back of his mind, because, you know, it was just a weird performance. It was a very weird performance. So I don't know if he was holding the brakes off. It's a weird situation. But yeah, if I had to give him, you know, Britain's Got Talent buzzer, it would be like, yeah, I am ready to move on from him, to be honest with you.
Oh, wow.
The only thing I will say is Brighton, 100 million, you're not getting that now. That's gone. That has gone. He has sabotaged that for them. And again, that's not our fault. It's not Belaba's fault. It's not Brighton's fault. That's just life. You know, a move did not happen. You know, Guehi, a move did not happen from Crystal Palace to Liverpool. He's now leaving on a free. If you miss that train, you know, the ticket's going to be cheaper the next time you want that player, unless they improve, which he has not. Mr. B, we were just talking about Belaba and his audition at Old Trafford.
He's stank.
Sorry, Mr. B, I hope you haven't got blood on your fists.
Bro, this fucking man is telling me he's outside my house, bro. You know,
backstage.
Yeah. Sorry. It just came out, man. These people know your job, man. Just do your job properly, innit? You know what I mean? I would still take him.
Well, it'd be cheaper, so yeah.
I would still take him. The 100 million, no, that was a price that we were never going to pay anyway. But, you know, as his manager said, you know, he's a young man. You can tell that things have affected him. The fact that they're not playing him, you know, they keep pulling him off, is probably not helping his confidence. But yeah, I would still take him. There's no deal's going to be done in January. I get it. And if it's a 60, 65, then yeah. But even if he was tearing up the division now, are we really going to be spending 100 million? You know, 85 million on a 21-year-old? Really.
Mm. Mm.
The club aren't in that position, man. You're paying him that money. I don't see we're in that position. We're still looking at 60 million pound players, you know, like we did this year. That puts them in a nice wage bracket where they can't come in and say they want 250 grand. But we've got Cunha and Wemo who are causing a chaos, and they're on 160, 170 grand. So, you know, if they're going to fall in line, then fine. But I think it might be. I'm not sure. I think that's too much money, man. I really think that's too much money.
Well,
Sorry,
that moves us. Oh, go on.
So just judging this. So talking about price and thing and how you gauge a player. Declan Rice was 100 million pound, right? As a centre midfielder.
Yeah.
Okay. But he's 24 years old, 25 years old, maybe. Declan Rice now, something around that.
Give or take, yeah.
Yeah. So if that's the gauge for a 100 million pound player, and he's gone on to do great things, that break the free kicks against Real Madrid, he's playing for England regular, top player. He's rated. He's really highly rated, and I rate him too. I don't think Belaba is close to that sort of level at the moment. This is the guy.
I agree.
Declan Rice won West Ham a European trophy, the first one in yonks. It can't be understated how good a player he is, and a leader, and a leader of men, and what he does for his teams. He's going to be the Arsenal captain in no time at all. The way he conducts himself, what a player he is. So not just ability, but his character as well. Bonus. That's what makes him that 100 million player.
You just said character. You just mentioned character there. Do you think Belaba's character is suspect now?
Not saying that, but I haven't seen him carrying Brighton to a Europa League or a Conference League or whatever. Do you see what I'm saying? That is something special, and that's what I'm looking for. So sorry, Rio, I interrupted.
Well, then that goes swiftly goes on to Elliot Anderson. So obviously he's been linked with us in the last couple of hours. With a potential move for 100 to 140 mil. So that's the bracket that we're looking at for Elliot Anderson. Obviously, he had a good season last season, but this season he is shining. You know, England internationals, you know, pretty much, arguably now one of the first names on the team sheet for the England squad at this moment in time. In terms of ability, he can play as a 6 and an 8. He doesn't really have a lockdown position, so you know how we differentiate between a 6 and an 8. Rice is an 8, Caicedo is a 6. With Elliot Anderson, he's a bit of both, to be honest with you. So again, it's a lot of money, and again, are we talking English tax? Are we talking Premier League tax? Why these numbers are being thrown about? But yeah, I'd like to fight it back to you guys. Like Elliot Anderson, what are your thoughts? Because I think we're coming away from Belaba now, as it stands anyway.
Well, Mr. B's probably got pizza in his mouth right now.
Yeah, basically, I'm still here. I'm still listening. I can still hear, but yes, I will be.
So yeah, I'll step in on this one. So yeah, I've seen the reports, Ria. I mean, come on. Why do we always try to get mugged off when it comes to price tags and that kind of thing? Like I said, I go back to what you said. Declan Rice is worthy of his 100 million pound thing. Any Arsenal fan will tell you that. We can see it for ourselves. He's worthy. He's showing his credentials. That's 100 million pound. That's the benchmark. So Elliot Anderson, Bristol Rovers a couple of years ago on loan, wasn't ready. You know, England under 21s all right. Yeah, whatever. Comes to the Premiership. Newcastle happy to sell him for 35 million to Nottingham Forest. Plays at Nottingham Forest. Wasn't blowing it away, but had a great season last year, and he was instrumental in the way they played the football. Very good technically, standard, just really good technically player. When he's at Bristol Rovers, I was getting reports from people down in Bristol saying, "Oh my God, the next Gaza." That's how they were comparing him. Obviously, it's championship football, you know, and thing. But so I'm thinking, all right, I'm expecting to see a attacking midfielder, but he's adapted. He's strong. When I see him play for England in that role, disciplined, deepest the midfielders. He dictates the play. He doesn't go outside himself. He follows instructions, and you can see why he's valued. You know, especially for Man United when we're looking for that sort of player. He's English as well, but it's just a price tag. Once again, the report today. This is what the joke is. Rice is 100 million. You want to compare Elliot Anderson, who's hasn't done anything like what Rice has done, to 100 million? That price has got to drop. You know, if we're doing Bruce Forsyth, you're talking game shows with X Factor and all that kind of thing. We're doing Bruce Forsyth. Wait, lower than 100, lower than 100. No doubt about it. Just flip that card and I'll take 50. No way is it 100 million.
Chat. You let us know, chat. Do you think Elliot Anderson's worth 100 mil? At least, because that's the debate. Let us know in the chat, please. Elliot Anderson, because I know we're moving away from Belaba, but Elliot Anderson, obviously Patrick Pillow saying it's another audition coming up this weekend. Excited to watch Anderson closely Saturday. Chat Sports says 55 mil. Tony Lee saying 40. So they're agreeing with you, yeah, but to be fair, they're saying nowhere near.
The price. The thing is, he's an important player for Forest.
Big G says nah. Big G's not happy with this Elliot Anderson talk.
He started how much did he start like 3 games in a row for England?
Yeah. The
so
whole
he
just got in. He just got straight in. Yeah.
But I'm still not. I'm with you. At the moment, he's not worth 100 million. Question: was Declan Rice? Did you think Declan Rice was worth 100 million when he was sold?
No. And I remember we spoke about this in terms of like you're paying for potential, and we threw Caicedo in that bracket as well. You don't pay for the player for what they're currently at. You pay for what you think you're going to get from them. So I think that's what the situation might be with these players.
I'm with the other then. I don't think he reaches
100 mil potential.
He doesn't reach Declan Rice levels. I don't think so.
But I do think Declan Rice was worth the 100 million
at the time.
Yeah, big time. What he did with West Ham, look, he carried West Ham. When we used to play West Ham, he used to really murder us, and then carrying West Ham to a European trophy. If he wasn't there, it wouldn't happen. As simple as that. Trust me, it wouldn't happen. And like we said, it's not just like physical and what you can do. It's about leadership and character, and that's the value that some people don't take into account a lot of the time. We see someone doing skills. Oh yeah, he's brilliant, but they're not looking at what he brings to the club and the winning mentality that they have. And this is what Arsenal fans, where Arsenal have been failing over the years, because they're too young. They don't have any leaders. But now they've got Odegaard, they've got Gabriel at the back, and now they've got Rice in midfield, who all could lead that side, put the armband on, and have experience as well of going all the way. So this is what they needed, and this is why he's so valued, because he will bring that to the team. His chest should be like swell up when he's playing football, because he's such a player. Trust me, he's such a player. So it's not just about, you might look at Rice, say, oh, what does he do? He runs. Who is it? Paul Scholes the other day said, yeah, I like Rice, but he touches the ball too much. He carries the ball too much. And that's a fair point. You don't see him get out his feet 1-2 touch football, but he will drive and he won't stop. I've seen him running back and not stopping. When Keane was bought from Nottingham Forest for 3.6 million for Man United, I was like, what? No frills. I'm looking around the league. I'm seeing Chris Waddle, Gaza, and all these talented players. I didn't understand the game at that age. But now I see the value of Roy Keane, because he does all these things that Rice can do, and as a leader as well. So these are attributes you don't get. It's very rare you get in players. It's all right having the technical ability, but when you got that extra 10, 15, 20% of character to carry a team and set standards, that's what wins titles. And we might see that this year with Rice.
No, we won't.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Yeah, hopefully not. Okay, so we've obviously got this talk about...
What do you think? Do you think he's worth Elliot Anderson is 100 million?
No, but I didn't think Rice was worth 100 mil. I didn't think Caicedo was worth 100+ mil. I didn't think Wirtz was worth 108 mil. So it's you get them in, and then you hope that you've put them into what you say your stones and brick foundation, and then they add to your, that they add to your silverware, your trophies, etc., etc., etc. So the only time will tell whether we go for him. We probably won't. As Mr. B said, we don't have that kind of money. So at the moment, it's just talk, and we'll have to see if Mr. Jim Ratcliffe will, put his wallet on the table and say, "Here we go, Amrim, you're doing well. We're gonna back you even more. If you want that player, we'll get him." But then speaking,
you talk about January? Are you talking about January here, Rio?
It won't be. No, it won't be a January move. This will be a summer.
Can you see us doing anything in January? Sorry, Yama. Can you see us doing anything in January?
I think so. I think so. But we'll get one. We'll get one move. We'll get a centre mid of some kind. We have to. I think we absolutely have to. I mean, then that talks on to our fellow youngster, Kobe Mainoo. So obviously he's currently in the team.
Just before we go there, I just want to make a quick point about the midfield. We talk about midfielders as well. Elliot Anderson, Declan Rice, Belaba. I'm looking at two. I'm thinking, who else in the league is really performing for me and making a difference? Sunderland. What's the difference with Sunderland? What's making them from a team that had bad form and just scraped into the Premiership last season to now signing 14 players, but one player alone? You ask any of their fans or one player,
Xhaka.
Xhaka.
Yeah.
And how old is he? And what attributes does he have that makes him good and brings the team up? Do you understand what I'm saying? He was at Leverkusen and went nearly unbeaten. What attributes does he have that bring the team up? How valuable is he? And the other team who beat Liverpool, whooped their ass all over the place and used to be their captain, was for now playing for Brentford, is Jordan Henderson, who's gone around to Middle East, Ajax, and come back home, didn't go to Sunderland and said, no, I'll go to Brentford. And look at the difference he's made when everyone felt Brentford had sold their best players and they won't be doing jack this season. So it just shows you, once again, we're talking midfielders, but don't forget, when you discuss midfielders, Xhaka, Henderson, Rice, what attributes do they have which makes them so valuable to the whole team?
Mm-hmm.
So
How
much did they pay for Xhaka?
I think it was like
worthy.
I think 6-7 mil, I believe.
Jesus
Something like that. Yeah. And he's done wonders for them. So yeah, fair play. I had him down as not being a top signing for them, and
so did I.
Yeah. It's because they signed so many players. So it was just one of those situations. I thought you put too many. I thought they did a Villa basically when they come back up and signed loads of players, but no, it's worked out for them. But yeah, moving to Kobe Mainoo. So on the topic of midfielders, this guy can we need to accept it now. He's not getting in the team. And obviously the whole, okay, you get on when Bruno comes off. That didn't happen on the weekend. So what do we do in January when it comes to Kobe? Do we let him go out on loan? Do we sell him? Does he still need to fight for his place in the team? What are your thoughts on Kobe at the moment? Have you kind of become acceptance of the situation?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, we were moaning because we were losing.
Yeah,
I would like Kobe to start, but I'm not demanding it now like I was before because we're winning games. You look at it, he's not going to do what Bruno does in the team, whether Bruno is unorthodox in the position that he plays in or not. And he's not going to get ahead of Casemiro. He has to accept he's not starting. The one extra games that we could have done would have been the Grimsby Coca-Cola Cup games. We got knocked out. He actually started in that game. I'm not going to blame him for it, but he was a starter in that game. So he has to accept that, all right, I understand he's on 20 grand. And them man have got 20 grand walking around in their back pocket, most of them. I don't think it's financial at the moment with him. It's true. I don't think he's financial with him at the moment. So he has to want to stay. And to be fair, let's be honest. If we play this season and we by some miracle get Champions League football, he ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. He's boyhood club in Champions League. He won't be going nowhere. He knows he's guaranteed to be playing. So if he pushes for the move now, it could be detrimental, one for us for next season, but two also for himself, because there's no way he's going to leave on loan and it's going to be amicable. It won't be, because we already know as a club and as supporters that he wanted to go out on loan, and then we loan him out to have no replacement. I understand he's not playing or he's not starting, but would it be for what? Are they going to loan somebody else in who's going to be playing? Is that person going to hit the ground running?
Yeah.
I mean, because whoever we get would have to come in, bam, straight away, just like Mbeumo has. We can't afford him to take his time, even if it's 2 or 3 weeks. We're going to need them to come in straight away. So I think Kobe stays. I think Kobe stays. I don't think they entertain any form of conversation. He can moan and his agents can do this and do that, but I don't think they give him permission to go anywhere.
I think it's off the back of it's a weird situation, isn't it? Because of AFCON coming up, and obviously we've got Ratcliffe that is blocking potential moves, etc., etc. People coming, people leaving, and obviously we lose Mbeumo, we lose Mazraoui, and we lose Ahmad when it comes to the AFCON, which is obviously December. So obviously we're gonna be light. So I understand it in terms of not letting him go. He's gonna probably bitch, cry, claw, wanting to go if he knows he's not going to get the game time in January. But we need to think about Manchester United ultimately. He's another player, and he's professional enough to call upon when we need him. So it's not as if he's gonna throw his toys at the pram. He's playing for Manchester United. So if he needs to come off the bench and we need him, or we need him in that period, I'm pretty sure he'll be ready. So yeah, but what do you think about Kobe and the whole situation? It's a sad situation. We need to say that. But realistically, what are your thoughts on it?
Well, I put myself in Kobe's shoes and think, how must he be feeling? Because he had too much too soon. I think he came onto the scene. He burst onto the scene. Actually, who's it? Michael Richards and Roy Keane. He burst onto the scene, and he was shining under Ten Hag. He had got into the England squad. He played in the tournament. He got all the way to the final. He was dictating things, and thought, "Wow, the future's bright." It's all the way forward from now on. But he's had to take a step back. So from having that, tasting the caviar and the lovely grapes and all that kind of thing, was getting playing in the first team and all the plaudits and all the his status going up, suddenly having to go where he should actually be, a young player on the bench on the cusp of the first team. That's a real hard one for him to swallow. You understand what I'm saying? So I think he has to sort of go through it, and he right now he's going through. You can tell he's having to say, right, I'm going to try and be professional. I've seen Sancho leave, Rashford leave, people crying and throwing their toys at the pram. I'm going to be the different one here. I'm going to have to suck it up and just start from scratch again. And it's hard to do that when you've been tasted so much success. So that's the dilemma for him. And also from being in England squad to suddenly seeing a guy like Elliot Anderson, who when you were performing really well was going on loan in the Championship, and suddenly this guy's surpassed you and taking your shirt, and you're thinking, man, just play me so I can prove myself again. So I just think I want to see him, and I think he's going to do this. I don't think he wants to leave. I just think he wants to have an opportunity. That's all you need, an opportunity to prove himself, and a good opportunity. Not just one game or 30 minutes here and expect him to score a goal like he did against Fulham or whatever. Give him a run of games to show, and and then we'll be coming on the show, skin and teeth, saying, oh, Kobe Mainoo, we love you. Got to have me start you every week. Because we must have forgot. I keep saying we must have forgot what a talent he is. It's just about coming back down to earth and realizing, boom, I'm having to start from rock bottom again. Thank God he's on 20 grand a week, by the way, because that's a humbler as well. Because we done it right this time. We didn't give him 100 grand just because he's in the England squad and was playing all the time. Suddenly, new managers come in, said, you have to hold you to the corner and work for your way into the side. And I think that's a humbler, and I think it's a good way to do it, because the manager's seen the problems that Man United have at the club. Is he gives too much too soon, and he gas up all these players, and suddenly you lose them. So humble the man and make him work, and when he does work, he earns it and values it, and really becomes the player that I think he can be for Man United over the next few years. So stick with it, please, Kobe Mainoo. I love you as a player, and learn, sit there on the bench, learn, mature, and come back and get yourself into the team based on hard work and earning your place in the side.
Let me just run through some of the comments about Kobe, because obviously it's and when I say it, I always say it with like a sad feeling when we talk about Kobe, because he's our boy, he's our lad, isn't he? So it's a tough one. It is a tough situation. Johnny, from the training vids, it seems Amarim's testing out Mainoo Bruno midfield duo a lot more, so it will be interesting to see if anything develops from that. Bruno will leave in summer next year, and Kobe will be a regular starting next season. I don't don't know if that's going to be the situation. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't.
Don't know. Yeah. We deserve better. Kobe could still get a loan late Jan. AFCON finished January 18th if United get a replacement. And goes on to say, I guarantee Bruno will not leave next summer. So again, it's a bit of a conflict in the chat. People in chat, just let us know. Kobe, do you want him to go? Yes or no?
When does AFCON start?
December, like
I
mid-December.
actually thought AFCON started in January.
They leave. I think they leave. Well, they tend to in the past leave late December, and the games actually start early around January 10th. Early January, single digit.
I think 21st of December it starts.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah. So obviously the players will be leaving before that.
We're gonna.
Yeah.
Oh,
Players will be leaving before that. So yeah, we're gonna be in a bit of a pickle, especially when our guys and Brumo scoring. That right side combination is gonna be with this void. Gonna be gone. There you go. We deserve better. Thank you. 21st December to the 18th of Jan. So obviously, assuming
they could get knocked out early.
But you hope so, in the nicest way possible. In the nicest way possible. We're selfish, yeah.
Let's be honest. Cameroon have got an honor in goal, so they'll be coming home after a week. So we won't have to worry about my guy. I'm more worried about Ahmad because he's probably going to be there a little bit longer, isn't it?
Yeah. It's interesting. Anyway, I wanted to save the best till last. Mr. B, your favorite boy, killing it in Syria and Napoli. Mr. Rasmus Højlund himself. Napoli. They are very interested in retaining the services of the Great Dane. Would you be happy to assist in that transaction with him staying in Naples? Just to let you know, we'd get 44 million euros if that happens.
Oh, wow.
I would have taken 27 pence. I would have taken 27 pence. Go over there and dominate that dibby. I said it already and I will say it again. Scott McTominay went over there and became a Ballon d'Or contender. We saw Benfoot Rasmus at our club for 2 years, bro. And then he scores big goals before. What did he score at Atlanta? 18 goals, whatever he scored. A goal involvement every other game. He comes to us, plays like some person who's never kicked a ball before. And then he goes back to Italy and he's just running past, man, and scoring goals from the edge of the box. I'm sorry, it's the Italian league. Take him. If that deal can be done in January, all I need to know is, can we spend the money in January? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what's -9 in Italian? Yeah.
Fussy. That's his name in Italian. That's Stephanie. Fussy hole. Yeah, he will never, ever take him. I don't have nothing against him as a player. But for us, he was shit.
Is there any world you'd have him back? 6 games, 4 goals. He there's a player there. Player there.
Unless it's Wayne's world. No, there's no chance. I hope that ship has sailed. I hope that he goes on to score. He could be Napoli's record goal. I don't care. I don't care how much goals he scores. I don't know inkling about him. What might happen is he might come back to the Prem in 3 years. Somebody else might buy him because he's done so well, and he's going to come back here and he's going to smell the same rotten diarrhea smell that you can smell from him now. Just be 3 years, 4 years down the line. He's a bum. Premier League bum. So I'm glad he's gone. Over the moon, he's gone.
Yeah, but
yeah, it's interesting now. I think so. Just remind me, because I think we've got conflicting views about what I've read and what you've read. Napoli interested in him, obviously scoring goals. Lukaku's injured as well, and I saw Kevin De Bruyne pulled up after the penalty.
Yeah, man. Well. Yeah,
unfortunate for him.
How long's he out for?
That's a hammy.
De Bruyne, he'd be lucky to get into the World Cup. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know
What
how
did
long
he,
it'll be.
what hamstring taking a
Hammy,
penalty?
isn't it? I thought you put his hammy.
I don't know how bad it's going to be.
Yeah, but he's had a lot of injuries, hasn't he, over the years? But that was an awkward way to get an injury, taking a penalty.
Yeah, he took
And
the
obviously
penalty,
Lukaku's
scored it,
out
and
as
then
well.
literally pulled like in the kick. Pulled
Yeah.
up.
Wow.
So Lukaku's out as well. They're top of the league. This is a great time for the fans to be saying, we need to, and I can understand that. So we're laughing with this one, especially Mr. B. I mean, it's so funny. Every time I hear Mr. B talking about this guy, I just love it. It makes me laugh because Mr. B called it from day one. He just never liked him, never sort of grown in him or anything like that. And he didn't do anything to really, turn our heads and say, yeah, actually, we like this player. I'm really disappointed. I remember watching him, Man United, and he just sighing through games. You know what I mean? And because you've grown, don't you? Because you can see one thing I like about him. We were talking earlier. He's got a character. I think he wants to do well, but he was just trying too hard, and it just wasn't coming off for him. And I just don't think it worked out for him at all. So if we, did you say 44 million, Rio?
44 million euros.
Wow.
Yeah. And
we're
you know what it is? It's crazy. Again, McTominay. He was. I play FIFA, and McTominay on FIFA now is the same rating as Mbeumo because he's turned up trees at Syria. So this same thing's gonna happen with Højlund, and it's weird because Højlund didn't play on the weekend against Inter Milan, and when that happened, when the news come out that he wasn't going to be fit and available for that game, Inter Milan fans were celebrating, saying we can win this game now because Højlund weren't playing. Imagine that. We're in a world where Inter Milan are happy that Højlund's not playing. Like it's wild. It is wild. It is wild. But we've got Šeško now.
If you compare Šeško, because look, we're seeing little subtle things. He's not started with a bang, but he's scored a few goals, and now he's getting a couple of assists as well. And you can see his value and what he brings to the team. So I'm really happy with that signing. I think it's a real proper. I think the Rasmus signing was like, yeah, remember we had that quote, we got by under 24s or under 25-year-olds and players that got room for growth and all that kind of. It doesn't work. Šeško is proven. He was proven player in Germany. That doesn't mean anything, like Mr. B was saying about other leagues. But with his physicality, his height, and his intelligence, I'm liking the look of him now. And I think he's a team player. And I think he might not be the top goal scorer out of the three, but I think he will contribute enough. So if you've got Mbeumo and Cunha and him, it's not saying
what does he have to score to not be a failure? What does he have? What does Šeško have to score this season to not be a failure? Or don't you think he's going to be a failure?
No, it's not about, for me, it's not about the goals. It's, look, we're playing better. He's occupying defenders. He's got pace to turn in behind as well, to run in behind. He can score headers. He's not got his shooting boots on just yet, but I'm sure I've seen he can shoot from outside the box, inside the box. He's got a good first-time finish. There's the ball that came the other day where he took it out his feet and hit it wide. These things, if he's on fire, gets his confidence. That's a goal. Out his feet, bam, corner. What's all the fuss about?
It will
That's
come.
how it be.
Will come.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's going to come, and we know that. And I've seen enough of him to say, yeah, comparing him to let go to Napoli with Rasmus, I'm really happy. I think this, can't be nothing but skinning.
And the talent behind him, Cunha and Mbeumo, they're too good for Šeško to not, flourish.
Yeah, I hear that.
So they should be making chances for him. And we'll know if Šeško's like the player that we think he is, because the amount of chances that he's going to get this season because of that unit, that holy trinity, as I like to call them, like it needs to happen. Like, yeah, he needs to come off to a flyer, to be fair, especially with the likes of. It almost feels like it's a competition between Šeško, Jock Lesnar, Voldemort at Newcastle. These three kind of tall, dangly kind of strikers. It's the evolution of that. I think that type of striker is coming back into fruition, which I like. So, yeah, without doubt.
I can't believe we've covered so many topics, so many subjects in minutes, and it's over. But yeah, you know what? It's a Monday night. and everything is all right, because at the weekend we've got another game to look forward to, and we're in 4th place in the league. It's unbelievable. I mean, 9 points in the last
We're
3
not
games.
4th, we're 6th. We're 6th.
Oh, sorry, we're 6th, but we were 4th. Sorry, we were 4th
briefly, but we're still ahead of Liverpool. That's all that matters,
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
as it stands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So bring it on. What's on the agenda for the rest of the week, guys?
I don't know. We'll say it, and then the show won't go up, so I'm not going to jinx it. Just hit the notification bell tomorrow. Yeah, we'll be on at 9 o'clock.
Up, by the way, in the chat, and to Andrew Williams and Wise United fans, Stephanie Griffiths. We deserve better. Tony Lee, and all the other guys.
Oh, I'm back now that I'm in here. Oh my god.
We're talking about fair weather fans there,
We've returned. Well, people in the chat, the positivity's been there. If you've not done so already, please smash a like. We really do appreciate it. Obviously, well winning, so Manchester United deserve a like for that. So definitely, obviously, this weekend, Nottingham Forest, but we still got a few days to tire us over. A few more days to still celebrate.
When did we stop? When did we stop? Thursday preview. Did we stop celebrating on the preview?
True. That's true. Yeah, I think so. I think so. And obviously there is midweek football today. This week, sorry. League Cup football, unfortunately. So a bit of a downer for us. But that's more time for our players.
I'm glad. You know what? It's mad how things work out in it. I'm not glad that we're out. I'm not glad we lost to Grimsby, but I'm really glad that we have only got 1 game a week. I really am. And I want it to burn all of the opposition that we've only got 1 day a week. If we start sitting in the position that they don't like, it's because they got 1 game a week. Well, Liverpool did it. Chelsea did it. Newcastle did it. You know what I mean? Even Forest did it. So, I'm going to take this 1 game a week and enjoy it. Yeah, it does kill us show-wise. Some days we don't have anything to talk about, but Oi! When you're ready, whenever you're ready, whichever one of us beautiful men you want to to partake in lighting you up on your channel, bruv, then yeah, you're more than welcome, man. More than welcome. Yeah, that's
what. Big up to Daw on tour. Fabulous Forest fan. I think he's got the best Forest channel out there and really reps for his side. So yeah, can't wait for the build up for this week, and he's going to be really excited.
I love that name. Daw on tour. Mr. B is gorgeous. Lovely Mr. B.
Mr. B.
Yeah. But gents, any last words from you before we wrap up?
No, man. I'm just looking forward to. I'm just looking forward to tomorrow. I look forward to the shows now. I look forward to the chat. When I wake up in the morning and there's 7 messages pre 5 o'clock. We've had a good weekend.
I look forward to going to work. I can show my face in the office and like, hi guys, I'm the United fan. Yeah. Anyway, Yaba, Mr. B, it's been a pleasure on the Monday. Hopefully we can keep the momentum going this weekend. But yeah, we'll muster it over this week. But yeah, we've been the Man United Agenda. People, thank you with your support today on this Monday evening. And yeah, whatever you get up to, have a lovely week. And yeah, good night.